The High Priestess has failed us. I don't quite know what to do. I was going to pretend the shoe was Donald Trump, and then I was going to make necklaces out of floss, and then I was going to eat an entire thing of chickpeas. But then I decided all that would be stupid, and I'm above that. So for this video, I'm going to tell you to calm down. Something I've noticed about a lot of people in my old age as they grow up is that everything to them becomes super important. And that's fine, like, you're supposed to value yourself and you're supposed to value what you do or else no one else will, and that's what makes it interesting and important to you, that's fine. But when it gets to the stage where you tunnel vision on everything that you do and forget about the wider world, then that's where I think you need to stop what you're doing and you're starting to do harm to other people or to yourself. Case and point. Yesterday was a pancake day, the pancake day where we make pancake. So I went to a friend's house to have some pancakes with my friends, and I bought two of my housemates. I bought them on day release, they were on leashes. And my friend Kat, was the person in charge of making pancakes because she makes good pancakes. But there came a time when Kat had to have a pancake because otherwise Kat would be making pancakes, not eating any, and that's not a fulfilling relationship. And talented as she is, she couldn't make and eat pancakes at the same time, so she left the pancake making over to me, which I think was the best decision to be made. During my pancake making, I put the oil in, whatever, turned around, and I nudged the saucepan off the hob, and it moved about 3 or 4 centimetres, maybe a couple of inches, and everyone else in the room, apart from me and my housemate, they just lost their shit. Everyone looked at me, someone screamed. It was really, really dramatic for what was essentially a piece of metal moving about this far on a hob. And me and my housemate just looked at each other and we didn't really know why they'd done it. The other night, for example, I just knocked all of my dinner on the floor. Everything I was cooking went on the floor and I had to make it again. Do you know what both of us did when that happened? We just looked at it and went, well, now I've got to cook more food. Adults, especially my parents, have got this thing where everything is worthy of going or about. And that's not the case. That's not really necessary, is it? Because just clean your food up and start again. And as someone who's grown up as a theatre kid, I know that people go crazy about theatre. I understand that means a lot to people, but something I've always been an advocate of is that you are one person at one university and one club on one country, on one continent, on one planet, in a very, very big place. What we're doing, in the grand scheme, means generally nothing. If it goes wrong, yes, no, the emotional investment that you put in, I understand, you're going to be sad. But it doesn't mean that it's worth hurting people for. And I'm speaking also for themselves, it's not worth hurting yourself over. It doesn't matter that much. I know that some people are really good at doing so many things at once, and you are fantastic. Well then, you're a better person than I am. But just chill out. It's okay. It's fine. I'm not saying devalue everything you own because you have to have things that are important to you. That's the reason I get up in the morning, is because things are important to me. But what I'm saying is that don't let it mean too much to you, or don't lose sight of the bigger picture. Right now, I'm worrying very much about an assignment, and my assignment is about malaria. It's about the preventative and the treatments for malaria. And I get really het up about my deadlines and how much work I'm doing, and then I think about what I'm working on. I think about these words on the page about malaria are genuinely the difference between life and death for some people. And I live in a country where malaria isn't this big threatening disease, and in a country that has the capacity to stop malaria being this big threatening disease. And that makes it okay, but I'm not going to stop panicking about the fact that this assignment is due in a few weeks. So that's my nice little life lesson this week. Just stop caring so much, but things can still be important. Tune in next week to see hopefully a more structured video. I'm going to do this for 6 days and think about my actions.